Hi everyone and welcome to English Acquiring and Topic Discussing in English. Yes, in this video, again, as the continuity of the previous video, we are going to concentrate on the code of conduct while we are trying to improve our English speaking. Of course, it is really important. What is really important? The code of conduct. Of course, it appeals to both an individual and a society. And in fact, it also appeals to the globe, to our globe. So we can also say that at a point, for example, code of conduct is also a universal conduct. Okay, again, let's start with ChatGPT's dialogue with its third part. Okay, Brian, for example, in South Korea, it's always using both hands to pass something to an older person. Yes, isn't this really excellent? Yes, this is really an excellent behavior that a young person uses his or her both hands to pass something, to give something to an older person. It is really nice, beautiful. So we can call this behavior as a kind of universal conduct, global conduct. Yes. Jasmine, in Japan, it's customary to take off your shoes when entering someone's house. Where else do people have that custom? It's also common in some Middle Eastern countries. Emma, personal hygiene is critical, but so is environmental and mental hygiene. It's about cleanliness in all aspects. Yes, code of conduct, but we also see culture shock in the image. Okay. Dialogue 1. Living in a foreign culture can be exciting. Yes, I really believe this idea. Living in a foreign culture can be exciting, original. Can it also be confusing? Yes, it also can be confusing by means of having a culture shock. Okay, the image says tropical, let's start from the top, polar climates, very cold, of course, temperate and continental climates, dry climates, very hot, tropical climates, mild, yes, must be mild, and again, dry climates, temperature and continental climates, and polar climates, cold again. Okay, so between two cold climates, there is tropical climates. Dialogue 2. What if? We might worry about climate if we went abroad. Yes, because the climate in that place is logically different from the climate in our own country. What else might be worried? What else might we worry about? Yes, we might also worry about the ways of doing something. Yes, the ways of the behaviors of people in that new country. Okay, so there is something here. I am me, you are you, he is him. We must get used to each other. Yes, just as we got used to living in our own culture, it is also possible to get used to each other to coexist. It is possible. Culture shock is the feeling that people have or experience or live when they live in a foreign country. Is the culture shock generally considered to be negative or a positive experience? Of course, first and foremost, it should be considered as positive. Yes. Why? Because by means of it, by directing, channelizing it positively, we can also store additional energy to have something new and original. Couldn't the culture shock experience be an opportunity and a step towards getting to know new cultures? Yes, of course. It is certain that it will be an opportunity and a new step towards getting to know new cultures. Yes, having new information about that new culture. The image says climate, dress, honeymoon stage. Yeah, of course, the first step might be confusing, but and then anxiety stage, the second step might also be confusing. Acceptance is really important. So if, for example, there is the understanding of respect for the others, respect for the situation of the other individuals and states, of course, is really essential. So adaptation stage, there should be, in fact, there is always an adaptation and integration stage. This is the positive way. Why is it a must to be aware of individuals, community conduct, social behaviors, or code of behaviors? Yes, which is called code of conduct. It is really important because when it comes to code of conduct, or when we think of the code of conduct, lots of beautiful principles, standards come to our mind, even if, for example, even a company has a code of conduct with its principles, purposes, and strategies. Okay, so there should be a respect for the ideas, and there should be a diligence, a positive diligence to contribute to that new place. According to the Amish belief, using lanterns typify or symbolize or demonstrate their lifestyle. What else typifies their lifestyles? Yes, as you see, according to Amish belief, now this time we say not using modern technology typifies their lifestyle. Okay, so it is quite natural. It is quite natural to accept the originality of that behavior, of that custom, and to look for the wisdom behind that kind of lifestyle. Yes. Also, not using cars, not using electricity, also symbolizes their lifestyle. It's a custom in France to do what? To do what is a custom in France? It's a custom in France to keep both hands on or above the table when eating out. Where is it a custom always to use both hands to pass something to an older person? It's a beautiful custom, a custom always to use both hands to pass something to an older person in South Korea. It's a custom always to use both hands to pass something to an older person in South Korea. In which country is it a custom not to point to anything with your foot? Yes, in Indonesia. In Indonesia, it's a custom not to point to anything with your foot. Yes, the cartoon says, don't point with your foot. Okay. It's a custom in Japan to take off your shoes when you go into someone's house. Where else is it also a custom to take your shoes off? Yes, as we have learned from ChatGPT's dialogue that it is also a custom to take off your shoes off in some Middle East countries. The image says, notice, please take off, remove your shoes before entering this building. Personal hygiene, ecological hygiene. Personal hygiene means paying attention to keeping ourselves clean from the very beginning, to be determined about this subject. What does environmental hygiene mean? So environmental hygiene means paying attention to keeping our environment clean from the very beginning to the very end. What does mental hygiene means? Again, mental hygiene means mental hygiene means paying attention to keeping our mind and our heart clean from the very beginning. Yes, we should always want to face, want to encounter, want to meet beautiful and positive states and situations. Courtesy, please. Yes, where courtesy is needed, especially in libraries, for example. Yeah, they say. I think they say, quiet, please, or no noise, please. Okay, courtesy, please. Whistling in a room is annoying for most people. What else is annoying? Yes, of course, talking loudly in a group of people is also annoying. Yeah, by means of whistling, there are other synonyms for it. For example, hootering. Hootering hides. Yes, no whistling in the house. Do not pretend not to be afraid by whistling in the dark. Yes, admit that you are afraid. You are afraid of the dark. Do not cover your fear by whistling. Okay, whistling in the dark. I think it's a proverb. In Turkish, they say, do not pretend not to be afraid by whistling while you are crossing the graveyard at night, of course. Okay. Littering on the street is an irresponsible behavior. Irresponsible, unacceptable behavior. What else is an irresponsible behavior about streets? Yes, for example, reckless driving. Why not a careful driving? Yeah, there should be a careful driving, especially for the sake of children. And of course, for everybody, for the other cars, for the sake of the other cars. Okay, reckless driving on the streets is also an irresponsible behavior just like noise pollution, blocking sidewalks. Yes, these are all irresponsible behaviors. What's it like? Making or causing excessive noise from car engines. Of course, it is again unacceptable. It is again irresponsible behavior. Okay. Peace of mind and tranquility, the peace and tranquility of neighborhoods. Yeah, these are really interconnected with each other. Peace of mind and tranquility contributes to the peace of the neighborhoods, the tranquility of the neighborhoods. The other image says, please help keep the area clean. Please help keep the area silent, peaceful. Okay, contextual selling, a new sales paradigm for the 21st century. I am not saying you are wearing too much perfume, but the canary was alive before you got here. Now it is dead because of your heavy perfume, sorry. I find a salesperson's unnecessary insistence disrespectful and improper. What do you think of behavior of people wearing too much perfume? Of course, it is not acceptable socially. Privacy matters. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, this is a really beautiful expression before asking someone, a foreigner, for example, sorry to bother you, but may I ask a question? Sorry to bother you. How can I go to the airport? Sorry to bother you. Can you direct me to the library, please? Okay. I find there is a little. Okay, it's okay now. I find gossiping disrespectful because it's not an ethical conduct. It is not acceptable. What do you think about it? Why? Of course, it is unacceptable and it is not ethical. It is not ethical to gossip. Yes, so it is not a standard of a code of conduct or of a global conduct. How do you find interrupting someone while speaking? Why? Of course, it is also unacceptable because we should be patient. We should know how to wait, and we should learn the message of the people who are talking to us, who are trying to say something to us. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt things. Huh? So this is also a useful expression. I didn't mean to interrupt things, but I have to ask this question, for example, a nice expression. Civility, politeness, courtesy, respect. Could you please, these are really magical expressions. Could you please answer my question? Please answer my question. Pardon me, is it all right if you answer my question? Okay, it is excellent to be able to use them in public relations. In the USA, they say, excuse me, if they bump into or touch someone accidentally. What do they say if they do the same thing in your country? Of course, it may be change. It may change. It may change a little, but something like this. Yes, pardon me. I am sorry. Yes, we can say I am sorry. Okay. I didn't mean to harm you. It was an accident. Okay. It's easy to learn about other cultures nowadays, yes, today. Is it easy or difficult to foster, to encourage multicultural understanding nowadays? Of course, we cannot say that it is easy because it is really difficult. It is really difficult to behave according to a new code of conduct while we have gotten used to behaving our previous code of conduct, but there should be a golden way. There should be a fantastic way to succeed this understanding. Question was this: is it easy or difficult to foster multicultural understanding nowadays? Of course, it is easy when we have conscious effort. Yes. If we have an open mindset, if we have the willingness, yes, we can divide them. An open mindset, a broad perspective. If we have a broad perspective and if we have the true willingness to foster multicultural understanding, it is extremely easy and natural. Yes. Of course, it also requires the right approach to foster multicultural understanding nowadays. Yes, of course, we should always feed ourselves from the right resources, from the positive, scientific, artistic, and ethical resources. Tolerance is a must. When is it a must? Tolerance is a must when it comes to foster multicultural understanding nowadays and every time, all the time. Empathy and cooperation. Of course, we cannot think of that kind of success without empathy and cooperation, collaboration, doing something together. Yes, peacefully. Okay. How to raise confident multicultural children? Yes, it starts from the very beginning, like hygiene principles. It also has multicultural confidence also requires some true scientific positive strategies, standards, principles. And purposes, ideals. Yes, we should say that, or I should say that, for example, I have an ideal to contribute to that purpose. Peaceful coexistence. Mutual trust is a must. Yes, like a motto. Mutual trust is a must. So mutual trust ensures, guarantees that different groups of people exist together peacefully in the same place at the same time. What else is necessary for the social or cultural diversity to manifest itself peacefully? Of course, mutual respect. Yeah, mutual respect is necessary for the social or cultural diversity to manifest itself peacefully. Dialogue and communication are really necessary to do this. And education, of course, education is a fruitful resource, yes, fruitful source or resource to contribute to that ideal. Yes, and of course, we are human beings. Air is human, so there may be some problems because of this aspect of life. There should be There should be problem resolution projects. Yes, we need them. So integration should be desired, and empathy is also vital, essential, and responsible media really is responsible media really matters. Okay, mutual trust, mutual respect. Okay. A shared responsibility. It's important to think about other people's feelings. Yeah. What else is important to bear in mind for the sake of community conduct? Yes, for the sake of community conduct, it is also important to treat tactfully. Yes, and to bear in mind, treating treating tactfully, or to bear in mind tolerance. We should bear in mind tolerance and cultural sensitivity, for example. We should bear in mind that kindness is really important. We should bear in mind that maintaining trust also is important. Trust is itself is important, and maintaining trust and mutual trust is a must. Now, the last part of the conversation generated by ChatGPT. Okay, Jasmine, fostering an excellent, especially teachers like this word, fostering, stimulating, promoting, encouraging. Yes, we cannot make somebody learn something new without encouraging them, without motivating them, without stimulating them. Okay, now let me read it from the very beginning. Fostering multicultural understanding isn't always easy. Yeah, this is a fact, but it is vital. It requires effort, an open mindset, tolerance, and empathy. If they are there, then it becomes easy. Roger, for peaceful coexistence, mutual trust, respect, and communication are essential. It's also crucial for social and cultural diversity. Jasmine, absolutely, you are right. Yes, you are absolutely right. And I must rethink about the power of culture and code of conduct and the importance of mutual understanding and respecting. Yes. While I am reading the last part, I was really stuck. Yes, I was stuck with. We can delete about, yes, rethink. Think about, but rethink something. Think about something, but rethink something is enough. Or at least let me take it into quote, into parentheses. So, rethink is enough. Let me read it again, the last sentence. Sorry. Absolutely, you are right. You are absolutely right. And I must rethink the power of culture and code of conduct and the importance of mutual understanding and respecting, mutual respecting. Okay, I hope all these good standards, principles, and universally accepted values and qualities will actualize, yes, will actualize on our globe. Yes, will be actualized by us. Okay, all right. This is all for today, and I wish you a good day, and bye for now.